Welcome everyone from What's on the Table. This is Prof G and you're watching another episode of Graded, the show where we're not just going to unbox or review a particular statue, collectible, or figure. We are actually going to give it a grade at the end of each video. And for this episode, we won't be doing any grading today as, well, what we are actually doing here is just a response to some requests from the community about size comparisons between the big scale statues of Legendary Beast Studios, namely the Hulk, Thanos, and Venom. Now, I think one of the reasons why people are asking about the size comparison is, well, basically since a lot of us collectors are kind of familiar with the size of the LBS Hulk, and we are using that statue as a benchmark when it comes to size, we are using that as our measuring stick. I mean, that makes sense, because to date, the Hulk statue is one of the biggest 1/3 scale statue ever made in terms of height, length, and depth. So yeah, it makes sense. Alright, just a recap. Okay, here we have the Legendary Beast Studios Hulk, and you've seen my previous video when I measured my gray Hulk. This one stands at around 38 inches in height and 25 inches wide. So I get why a lot of us collectors are using this as kind of like our ruler for statue size, because if we can display a Hulk, we can display almost any other big scale character in 1/3 scale. Now for the first comparison, we are gonna put the Hulk side by side with the 1/3 scale Prestige Series Thanos. And this Thanos is actually shipping already, and collectors are starting to post photos of their Thanos statue in hand. But if yours is still on the way, this is how it's gonna look like side by side with the Hulk. Now, when it comes to height, you probably won't see a lot of difference because Thanos is listed at around 37 inches. So expect that you will see about an inch height difference between the two. But that's just the height. But if we're going to talk about the width, the base of Thanos is just listed around 18 inches in length and 16 inches in depth. So clearly when it comes to the base footprint, the base of the Hulk is still the one's getting a lot of your shelf space. But this one is just for fun. I just want to show you some close-ups because we are just talking about the size dimensions, right? But this is for the people who are in the hunt for getting the 1/3 scale Hulk by LBS. So if you think Thanos is big, check this out. Look at how big those Hulk hands are compared to the head sculpt of Thanos. Hulk can easily squeeze the head of Thanos if he wanted to. Now Thanos is already huge in itself, but this is the Hulk we are talking about here. And look at the head of Thanos side by side with the head of Hulk. Look at that size difference. If you have your Thanos already, you already know that this character is a beefy dude. And with these two characters side by side, man, I gotta tell you, this will easily get a lot of attention in your display shelves. Next up, a lot of people are also requesting a size comparison between the Hulk and the version B Venom by Legendary Beast Studios. This is how it's gonna look like side by side. You've probably imagined in my first look video that Venom is also a big statue with a maximum height, depending on the switch out, it can go as high as around 36.5 inches. So not at all a small statue. It does have some height to it as well, and it gets a decent amount of real estate on your display shelf, but again, nothing compared to the Hulk. This is the head of Venom and the head of Hulk, side by side, and as you can probably imagine already, the hands of Hulk can easily squeeze the head of Venom as well. But if you're not satisfied with that, here they are side by side Thanos, Hulk, and Venom. And if you think Venom is big, and if you think Thanos is huge, Hulk is just a monster, man. It's still one of the best big scale statue out there. So there you go. So far, Hulk is still up there as a benchmark for one of the biggest 1/3 scale statues ever produced. We can easily still rely on the LBS Hulk as our ruler for size comparison. But you know, this can possibly be dethroned next year when we get to see the Legendary Beast Studios Clayface. Because I know that one is gonna be a new benchmark for one of the biggest 1/3 scale statue ever produced. So that's it, guys. This is just a quick video and just did this as some of you guys were curious on the size difference between these three huge 1/3 scale statues. So I hope this video helps. Thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do me a solid and click on the like and subscribe button, or even just give me a shout in the comments section below. Now, if you have any of these three statues in hand, or are planning to collect these three Marvel characters as part of your collection, well, this is what you're gonna get. Thanks again, everyone. This is Prof G, and you just watched another episode of Graded. See you all on the next one.